Now, in relation to Procter & Gamble itself, I personally am very grateful to my ancestor, who was a candle maker and a soap maker, for the legacy that he passed on to me, which is just enough money to spend my life tracking these very questions and then making a film to try to do everything I could about it. But the company itself was one that as I've read about the history, and none of the family members have been involved in the running of the company for several generations, and our stock ownership is so minuscule that we have no financial leverage as such over the company. But we do have a little bit of kind of public leverage, because if a bunch of us come forward as the members of the legacy family against one of their policies, it's embarrassing for them. So we've been able to have some success in coercing them to reduce pollution, and especially to eliminate animal testing. We've gotten them to eliminate over 90% of what they were doing. We're working on the last 5 to 10% of that. And we continue to do what we can. I wish we could do more. I'm no longer proud of that company. I don't use any of their products except an occasional razor blade. They've been unwilling to go into organic foods, you know, when they cooperate with Monsanto, when they create RFID chips, when Dick Cheney goes on the board in the 90s, you know, for me, that was the indication, okay, they really have, unfortunately, given their size, they have become, at least to some degree, a part of the military-industrial complex, which is so dangerous right now. So I don't have any hesitation about exposing any violations that they create, and I reach out to other members of legacy families to do everything we can in our generations to turn those giant ships away from the kind of centralized control and inappropriate violating behavior that a lot of them do, and either, you know, get rid of them or turn them so that they're actually really serving people and the planet in a healthy way.
Yeah, and I think I want to add, I think one of the things that we feel is that individuals should be prosecuted for the decisions that they make and not be able to hide behind the corporate personhood. So, you know, inquiry needs to be made, and we can tell, I mean, clearly Procter & Gamble's involved in some horrible stuff, and the individuals responsible for those decisions, we think should be prosecuted. So, you know, that's part of the whole move here, is that there needs to be some accountability as their structures come down and the people reemerge, which I'm confident will happen. And one of the ways I think is to get this corporate personhood thing out of the way so that the people are actually accountable for the decisions they make, and including investors in those companies. If that's what their money's doing, then there should be accountability there too.